What was behind the change? Like, what are some things you did differently to make sure you could?
Well, I guess in a nutshell, just less load. Didn't lift as much every week. Had one lift day a week instead of several as I've done in the past. Just less pounding on the joints on a weekly basis. So just doing alternative stuff, more stuff in the pool and things like that. So that's what gave me the opportunity to play this year, and I'm hoping he's going to do the same thing for me next year.
Do you like the idea? I mean, the expectation is to be some young defensemen get a given opportunity next year. Do you embrace that idea of being the guy that can teach them?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's awesome when you have guys coming up, and I think obviously with where we are at, we're destined to have some of the young, especially on D, taking step. We've seen Lorix, Mo, AA, Bert, Berkey. We've seen some guys up front. And I think it's definitely time for the back end also to get a little rejuvenated with some young blood.
Have you seen anything of the kid from Sweden, Dahlin?
Just probably less than you guys. But what I've seen, just the way his moving patterns, it's just off the charts. Seems to be able to play both sides of the puck. And the coast-to-coast goals that he's been able to score is just something that you don't really see those nowadays. Extremely impressed with what I've seen, and all I hear is this is something very special.
What do you mean by moving patterns?
Just how he moves out there, just how he laterally, however he kind of floats out there, with the puck, without the puck. It's so smooth, both with and without the puck. He's got a bit of an edge to him as well. Can play physical when needed. So it's a lot of fun, the times I have been able to watch him.
Nick, the young guys that were here, and then we see a guy like Philip Veronik, who's been so good in Grand Rapids this year. Do you feel like, can you see the team getting closer now with all these young guys coming?
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt about that. I definitely think with where we are at as a team, we've seen some changes up front. Definitely, ready, and I think it's time for these young guys on D to take another step and get a shot of playing full time up here. Again, it starts with hard work. Have a good camp, but both Ronick and Shalowski seems to have really good years. So it'll be awesome, and very much look forward to watching them play.
What do you think of Ronick? I mean, in Grand Rapids, we comment no defenseman has made a greater stride in the first year that we've had there since maybe you were there with us. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, to be honest with you, I haven't seen much, so I can't say too much. Just a little bit about what he looked like at camp, and just hearing what people have said about him. Seems to be a very smooth skating, puck moving defenseman. Great on the power play. Made the all rookie team. So, those things are all great. Let's just hope for another great summer of training. This experience in the minors this year is obviously huge for him, and hopefully with a great summer of training, he'll be ready to go and be one of the guys on the team next year.
Nick, after a couple lean years here, what's your level of concern that next year could be quite a bit the same, with the same sort of struggles and trying to improve and develop?
Well, that's obviously it can happen again. Last year we talked about guys having down years and whatever, but the standings don't lie. We are where we're at. It doesn't matter if we in here feel like we're a better team than what our record shows. Our record, you can't deny it. It is what it is. We are where we're at. Also, people talk about all these one-game losses. Well, we found ways to lose those. We didn't find ways to win those. And that's something that just has to change in the future.
Do you see progress toward that changing? And if so, how?
Well, I think...
Is it experience? Is it...
I do think some of it is experience. The younger guys, even though the way things have, we didn't make the playoffs, I do think it was a very important year for them. I think they took steps, and definitely big steps in the right direction. So that's encouraging to see. So looking back, this is a good experience for them. And in saying that, all us older guys, we have to be, as good as we possibly can. There were nights where I wasn't, and that can't happen. We have to be better than we were.